Hi, this is Sina Awesome. So, I'm going to talk today about what I'm doing. My, as I mentioned, I purchased a program to help get me going. But what my plan is to allow you to follow my journey from, well, pretty much just like I did with my husband. Just what I'm doing, how I'm moving forward, and what tools I'm using and how they're helping me. And maybe some of the things that are helping me will help you too. So, in summary, I went into the Air Force at 18. I was still in the Air Force when I married my one and only husband. I was 25. We were married for 31 years. The last 3 years of his life, I was his full-time caregiver. We had to close down all our businesses. We did everything together, and he was my best friend. So now I am 57 years old, and I don't have a job. I do have a master's in business administration with a focus in information systems. But I don't necessarily want to go and do a 9-to-5 type job. So I have to find what I enjoy doing and what I can do that I enjoy that also make money. And I found myself in a rut. So I've purchased a program to help me get out of the rut, and I'd have to say I think it's working. It's helping motivate me. I have tasks to do every day. I am feeling some of the changes, and it's giving me, some of it is giving me tools to be organized, or it's helping me just get up off my ass and get organized. And because, again, my personality, I'm a business major because I like things, I like to have plans. I like to have visual aids. I like to have stuff kind of organized. So I've started putting together this board. It's not set in stone. That's the great thing about a cork board. I had this board already. It was still wrapped in plastic. I don't know where I'm going to hang it yet, but I'll find a spot. But the idea is that I have something to work on, that I can put things on, and I can take things off, and I can rearrange as I need to. The other thing I've done is I emptied these binders. One was a binder from hospice, and the other was a binder from the rehab hospital. I don't need those anymore, so I'll be able to use these as tools for me. I have always used notebooks to jot notes, make plans, write goals, make lists of things I want to buy or things I want to do. But what I've found is that when you just take a notebook and you just keep jotting and jotting and jotting in it, that now when you want to find something, it's really hard to do. So what I've decided to do is to use the 3-ring binders, and whether I jot it in a notebook or it's something that I print out, I can just use the 3-hole punch. I can put it in the book. And I'm going to divide the books. Right now I can just use one because I don't have that much stuff, but as I do more and more stuff, I can expand into the second book, or I can mess with that to see what actually works. Some of this is trial and error. But I've already come up with different categories of types of notes and types of papers I want to have access to. For example, this right here is what I call notes. These are like class notes or video notes when I'm learning something, what I've taken away. Because, over time, when you watch something that really has a lot of great material in it, you can only remember a few of the key points. And you may want to come back later once those key points you've been able to integrate into your life. You want to go back and you want to see if there's other things you can pick up and integrate. So it's really nice to have something that you can go back to. And I took these notes on regular note paper, and then I transcribed them into the computer so that they're easy to read, and it condensed it down. And I even I even took and made the two main points that I really want to focus on for this video. I did this one in purple, bold, and large font, and this one in red, bold, and large font. Is that a mindful yawn will relieve stress of anxiety. Basically, a mindful yawn is yawning with intent to yawn and really focusing on that yawn. So let's see if we can do one here. And you could do one with me. And what that does is it kind of resets things a little bit. You tense up when you yawn, and then you relax. And studies have shown that you can only think of one thing at a time. So while you're actually focused on the yawn, you're not focused on the stressful things. I love this because it's so short and easy, and it relies on just internal mechanisms of the way our body works. And so I'm planning on using that a lot. And then the other one was more just, there was a bug or something going across the floor. We have a lot of moths right now. The other one is, too much worrying leads to procrastination and burnout. It exhausts the dopamine needed to stay focused and motivated. What I like about this is it's indicating that there's physiological things going on in your body that when you do one thing, it causes another thing. So just by the act of worrying, you're going to have more problems focusing. And I think this is, hey, that's enough. That's enough. They're still trying to get the bug. So I feel that I was in this, and what I like is I like to understand my behaviors and understand the way I feel. So I think this is where I was at after Vandar died, and I had plans. I was going to spread his ashes, I was going to go to national monuments, go out to the parks, I was going to spend some time in nature, I was going to make plans, I was going to go to the senior center and participate there, every day, every other day, maybe take some of the trips, get to know people, start to expand the people I knew, and all of that with the pandemic just came to an end. And then I'm sitting there going, okay, what do I do now? And I was so not worried, but the anxiety of not knowing what to do now was causing me to not be able to get focused or motivated. So that's why I like that particular statement. And it comes back to how important it is to not be worried or not have anxiety or address your anxiety, do something with it, acknowledge it. There's a bunch of other things, so those are the two that I really wanted to focus on. So I put them in brighter colors, and I'm going to put that in my book for notes, and I have the name of the thing and the date and everything. And I'll be in a section that says notes. So when I'm going to go find notes, I'll be able to flip through and hopefully find this particular sheet if I go, I remember when I first started this, there was something about, and I can go back to it. I want to start a dream journal. I used to remember my dreams all the time, but as a full-time caregiver, what happened is I'd wake up and have to take care of Vandar and get his food and make he was my focus. And with that, I lost my ability to remember dreams, which I miss, because obviously I had it, my whole life. So I'm going to start a dream journal, so I start remembering my dreams again, and that's going to go in a section in my binder. I'm going to write nightly goals. Now these goals aren't the concrete, the following the rules for goals. These goals are more free flow thought and creative goals. Because right now I need to release what I want to do as opposed to focus what I want to do. There's other exercises I can do for focusing. I don't think that the focus is right now my problem. My problem is the finding, the seeking. So I need to seek different types of goals to help me pick a direction. So I don't want to limit, I want to expand. Then I'm going to have an activity log, which is just basically a list of what I'm doing every day. You know, got up, did these things, went here, did that. So that I can have a record of what I was actually doing. How much time did I spend studying this or studying that or watching my TV shows, or, you know, whatever the different things are. And then also, because it's an activity log, if I feel like it, I can start to expand that into my food journal too, because when I eat, a lot of what I need to document isn't just what I eat, but how I feel after eating, since so many things make me sick. And since I don't like to focus on the sick side of things when I feel nauseous, or like even this morning I woke up and I had excruciating gas. And again, I tried last night, I tried the tuna again. I don't think I can eat tuna. And I've done some research and I don't see anything that says that tuna causes problems, but the tuna does not seem to be working. I mixed it with some really basic stuff. I put just a little ketchup, a little salt and pepper on it. I kept it really simple, no mayonnaise, no fats, and I thought maybe that would help. But I woke up this morning with excruciating gas. And this is something that, you know, other than the fact I've talked about writing it down, you know, I'd forget. I'd forget that I had that particular pain, because who wants to remember being in pain? Another part of my different types of things is I'm going to be doing what I'm calling a growth journal, but it's kind of a recap of the day and a plan for, not a big plan, but a general plan for tomorrow. So it's like, what worked, how did I feel, what didn't work, why, what might work. So it's kind of just not just, it's some of it would be recap of the day, but it's a recap and a reflection of the day, and then a little bit about where the plan is to go tomorrow. And the idea is that the goal and the growth journal that I read every morning from the night before. So I do that at night, and then in the morning I go back and revisit it, so that I have, you know, I have an idea of where I thought I'd be heading the next day, but maybe that's not where I'm going to go. But it's, and then I'm going to have a list of, say, ideas for the vlog, so that when I'm stuck, you know, if I get ideas, I can put them all in one place, put them in a binder where I can flip to ideas for the vlog, so I can find it, because I write that type of stuff in these. And now, I don't know, I've got multiple, because I went to school for a long time, so I have like multiple notebooks, and when I can't find one, I find another, and I start writing in it. So I need to consolidate, so that notes I'm taking, and things I'm writing, and all these new tools I'm gaining are all in one place, and that they're findable, and I can reference them, and I can go back so that I can reinforce them. And so this is the type of organizing I'm doing right now. I can add, obviously the great thing about it is if I find I need less or more sections in my book, I can add them. You know, if I want to have, you know, big item purchase list, I consider that a little different than, say, goals. You know, and then you can look at your list, or, because I always forget there's things I want to buy, because I push them aside when I don't have the money, and then when I do have the money, it's like, what was that I wanted? And then I can have a list to go back and refresh my mind of, well, do I want to spend money on this, or do I want to spend money on this, or, you know, so I have a place to at least look back at some of my thoughts, because sometimes it's a long time between when you want something and when you can actually get it. So that's what I'm doing, and what I hope is that, one more thing is I made this daily list I'm working on. These are activities I should do every day, and I don't, because I get distracted. And also I'm trying to, again, because they talk about willpower, you only have so much willpower, so the more you can schedule and organize that's just routine, you don't have to use willpower on, which gives you more energy to devote towards thinking or doing other stuff. So I'm trying to come up with a morning routine and an evening routine, and make sure it has all the tasks in it that I want to do. And so nothing is set in stone right now. Right now, even though I have a list of what I'm supposed to do, I'm kind of, trying it out. Like this morning, I was like, I put on there that I want to sit in the spa in the morning to relax, but it was windy. I mean, it was really windy and cold, and I just, dealing with the cover, taking the cover off, I just didn't want to do it. So I'm not sure if that should be on my everyday list or what I can do to modify it. That's the thing, is I can write stuff out, and if I don't do it, go, well, why didn't I do it? And then work on solving problems or rearranging it or rewording it or deciding what I will do, that I do what I really want to do. Because I know I enjoy sitting in the spa and it rejuvenates me. But sometimes I just go, oh, it's too much work. It's, you gotta go out, and then you're gonna be sandy, and then the wind and the sun and the bugs. And so I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. And so right now I've got my focus is organization as I move forward, also doing this particular program. And so I do that every day too. But one of the other areas, so I've got different things I'm working on. I'm not on a specific timetable, but I am trying to get the basics, what I need to do every day, and get them into routine so that I just do them every day. Even the vlog, I plan on doing the vlog every day, but when is the best time for me to do the vlog? When do I find that I'm most energized and motivated and really want to come and talk to you all? Because, obviously I want to be motivated and enjoy talking with you all. That's part of the reason for doing the vlog. So we're starting with organizations, and I won't say it's necessarily baby steps. I'd say that I've got a lot of different organization going on, and I'm seeing that I am moving in the right direction. So I have to also not expect immediate results, but I am seeing a lot of positive results. And if you find this useful and want to follow me on my journey for self-improvement and direction, I'd love to have you. Please comment and like my video, and I'll be talking to you all again tomorrow. Thank you.